These, they bad, I know.
Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man, just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get.
As we wait for the NBA season to pick back up, fans are turning to NBA 2K to get them through the downtime. What better way to come together and celebrate the sport than to compete? And the 2K community is showing.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi everyone, we welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Durant is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Irving at the top.
Oh, that was worth the price. Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the East All-Stars.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Harden the pass to Towns. Over Durant. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Harden.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
A shot's good from Irving.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
From deep, Harden. No good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Oh, the lob to Irving. Stolen by George. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And here's KD for three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Westbrook. Offensive rebound. And Towns gets it to go.
Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and LeBron throws it down.
When the lob is in the right spot for him, LeBron is never going to miss a chance to do something special throwing it down.
James has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. Now he understands the entertainment aspect of this game. He knows the fans want to show. But you can still detect some seriousness in this voice. He wants to win this game, probably a little bit more than he's willing to let on. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
George finds Antetokounmpo. Back to George. Leonard with the steal. And they're running. Fires the three. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the three ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Loved seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
From deep, Harden. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Simmons passes to James. And they double up James. And here's Leonard from three. Scored the basket, his second of two attempts.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots. Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. It's a 13-point game. Shot to stop the run, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Simmons passes to Durant. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the chart.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Here's James. Outside, Simmons. And here's Leonard from three. It's rebounded by Towns.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
LeBron passes to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Outside, Towns. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's great. And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
James finds Durant. Floats it up for James. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic, because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And here's Westbrook. He has 6, and that one good. Westbrook's got 8 points.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Irving against Westbrook. Irving kicks to Durant. Now here's Simmons. No points in the game yet for him. Back to KD. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Pass to LeBron. And here's Irving, defended by George. Shot clock at 5. Poked away. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Passes to Harden. For 3, Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Westbrook's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the East All-Stars. Down low. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Harden outside. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. New players in now for the East.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Lillard. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Pass to Curry. Here's Jokic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Now, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Over to the wing. Now here's Williamson. Covered by Lillard. That one good for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Launches a 3. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. 10-point lead. Here's Curry with the 3. East grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the West All-Stars?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
1:35 left in the first. Here's Doncic. And Davis pulls it down.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
On its way from Curry for 2, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Here's Butler. Makes it off the glass.
Excellent touch around the rim. Really nicely done. Jimmy Butler making it look easy.
Booker outside. Wall with the steal. Here's Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Curry against Wall. Booker outside. To the middle. Knocked away. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. .23 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Williamson. To the inside. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Griffin. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Wall in the corner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player. A guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
Both shots good from the stripe. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Curry from deep three-point land. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. West All-Stars lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the East All-Stars, Anthony Davis is out there with Griffin. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Wall. And it's Lillard in at the 2-guard spot. Outside, Wall. Offensive rebound. Davis scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Williamson kicks to Booker. Doncic outside. From deep three-point range. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Curry against Wall. Shoots from 14. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side, Wall. Pulls up on the elbow. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Wall's got the lead up to 3 now for the East All-Stars. Curry on the wing, covered by Wall. Here's Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the West All-Stars. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Passes it to Griffin. And here's Wall. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
Western All-Stars ball.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Blake Griffin. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Young's checked in for Steph Curry. Young outside. And it's off from three-point range. Davis against Doncic. And it's Davis missing. Williamson with it.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man.
And here are the East All-Stars now, trailing by 2. Here's Lillard. That one a little long. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Young from outside. The shot that time not on target. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Butler in the corner. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Butler knows he's got the green light to shoot whenever he wants to, especially when it's a catch-and-shoot situation.
The pass to Booker. Now the dish to Williamson. 5 to shoot. Doncic, no good.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And that one's good by Davis.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Ball against Young. He kicks to Booker. Back to Young. Over in the corner, Doncic. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Doncic has gotten 2 of his 5 attempts from deep to go. Bobbed up there for Drummond.
And how's that for communication between teammates? Terrific pass and even a better finish on the alley-oop.
Pass to Jokic. On the wing, Booker. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got his 2nd basket of the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Wall. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Williamson's gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Drummond. Kicks it to Wall. Passes it to Butler. Fires from deep. But they recover it. Drummond. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. The kick out to Young. And there's the pass to Booker. Here's Jokic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
A big group substitution here for the East. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Anthony Davis. Paul George comes in for Butler. James Harden, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And it's Russell Westbrook in for John Wall. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. James checked in for Jokic. Simmons comes in for Williamson. Leonard, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Irving subbed in for Devin Booker. Irving kicks to Young, launches it. The offensive rebound, and James throws it down.
Yeah, that's weight room there. The muscle of James, really hard to contain, especially when he's crashing with that kind of force.
And here are the East All-Stars now. 6-point game. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Leonard. Braun right side. Irving for three. Harden grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Drummond trying to get himself free. And Giannis will lay it in. 6 points for him.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Towns is checked in. Here's Giannis. He has 6. Harden outside. He kicks it to Westbrook. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Harden. 6 to shoot.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Yeah, you know, the energy, the hustle, the length and reach, Towns using it all to perfection when he attacks the offensive glass.
LeBron passes to Leonard. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Westbrook. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Young for 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 5th assist in this one. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Westbrook scanning the floor. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
LeBron James on the wing, covered by Giannis. Outside Leonard. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
On its way from Irving for 2, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Scooped up, and Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the West. Morant comes in for Young. Outside Leonard. Wants to get it to KD and does. Got that one up quick. KD's got 11 points.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, that's just the height, the length coming into play there. No one's stopping Durant.
KD's gotten everything to fall, shooting 6 for 6 tonight. Here's Giannis. Oh,
man. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the East. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the East All-Stars.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
1:27 left in the first half of the game. Antetokounmpo against Durant.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
The East All-Stars have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. First one falls for him.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Here's James. He's got 10. Outside Leonard. Back to James. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Par for the course for James. I mean, he forces his man to overcommit, gets the bucket, and draws the foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's Morant. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
It's so about Antetokounmpo. To the paint. And the dunk by Towns.
Tell you what, it should absolutely be illegal for a 7-footer to be able to leave the ground that fast, but Towns has made it legal.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Morant passes to James. Durant in the corner to the inside. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Irving.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the East All-Stars. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome to halftime of the All-Star Game. You're watching some incredible talent. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
Obviously, this has been a back-and-forth type of thing, but now you're going to start to see the competitiveness come out of these guys. That's right, and they have to say it real nice and smooth. Competitiveness. A little more defense, not a lot more, but certainly a lot more intensity. And at the end of the day, every guy on that court out there is built to win.
This particular All-Star game has some real energy. Guys aren't just going out there and going through the emotions. They're actually digging in and trying to win. This is different. I can't wait for the second half.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody. with Kevin Harlan.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for them.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final two quarters.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. We've got Durant. Irving is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's LeBron James. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. Takes the 13-footer. Simmons with the defensive effort. Irving passes to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 17 points for KD.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
For three, Westbrook. Good on the three-point shot.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
On the wing, Irving. Here's the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Passes it to Irving. Down low. He's looking for LeBron and finds it. And he gets it to go.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
The West All-Stars have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. A tight game here in Charlotte. Outside Westbrook. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Ben Simmons.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And so James will bring it up for the West All-Stars. The pass to KD. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
He's with the ball. The lead is 2. Westbrook passes to Towns. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
LeBron dishes to Leonard. Back to LeBron. He's feeling it. The shot will not fall. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Westbrook finds Towns. Now here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists now tonight.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
KD passes to LeBron. Outside, Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And on the way from Irving for 3. Connects from three-point range. Irving's got 11 points.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Davis comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Lillard subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for LeBron. And it's Stephen Curry in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, you try to look for weaknesses in Towns' game, but really not much there to speak of, particularly at the foul line, where he's been terrific.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Here's Leonard. They get it back. Jokic. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time, never giving up on a possession.
Lillard outside. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Gobert, he's checked in for Towns. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Doncic is checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's Booker in for Durant. Here's Curry. Out to Doncic. Takes the three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Now Harden, 8 points for him. Connects, the jumper drops. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Impeccable form there. I mean, Harden should teach a master class in shooting. Doesn't get any better than his jump shot. Efficient, economy of movement, and the stroke often leads to splashes.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. Here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far for the tie. And Booker kicks to Curry. Here's Jokic. That's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the East. John Wall comes in for James Harden. No one near Wall as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Davis. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by the West. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Doncic dishes to Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout the game?
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Giannis. Kicks it out to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Curry, here we go. And too long on the shot. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. It's a 1-point game. And that one's good, Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
The score now all even. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And the rejection by Curry. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Pass to Jokic for the lead. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
But they get it back. And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Here's Wall. 10 points for him. Pass to Gobert. Floats it up for Davis.
Anthony Davis for
2. Davis has gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. On the wing, Booker. The pass to Williamson. Back to Booker. Shoots over Lillard. That's good from Booker on the assist by Williamson. Booker's got the game tied up here for the West All-Stars. Pass to Gobert. Lillard outside. Gobert finds Lillard. Outside, Wall. From deep. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. They get a hand on it. And they're on the break. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 12 in the game.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Here's Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Wall. He's got 10. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the East. Morant, he's checked in for the West. Puts it up off the inbound. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Inside, here's Curry. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 7 points in the game.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Pass to Lillard. Passes to Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Andre Drummond comes in for Davis. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for John Wall. Then for the West All-Stars, LeBron's checked in for Jokic. Kevin Durant comes in for Booker. Young is subbed in for Steph Curry. And here's Westbrook. He's got 19. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Morant. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Young pass to KD. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. And that's 19 points for KD.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days, and as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Shots good from Young.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. James Harden, he's checked in for Lillard, and he sinks the second. And the West All-Stars have possession, leading by 5. Leonard against Giannis. Now, here is Young. 9 points in the game so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Morant.
Oh, great ball movement
there. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the third. Harden with it. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
Rebound, Andre Drummond.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now Young. Durant at the elbow. A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Griffin. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now just a 1-point West All-Star lead.
Well, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. West All-Stars out in front. They're up by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
We've got Harden. Andre Drummond is out there with Griffin. Then it's Paul George. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Here's LeBron. Here's Young. Another shot. And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there. Reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
Westbrook. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Young with no one around. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. Young's gone 4 of 9 in field goal attempts. Outside Griffin. And here's Harden for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Drummond working against LeBron. The kick out to Irving. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And George, here we go. And it's sent back by KD. Floats it up for James. Unable to get that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Leonard. He's on target from 8 feet out.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Westbrook finds Harden. Now Griffin. That one no good. James outside. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
I love the way James maintains his concentration, even against tight defense there. I mean, looks like the defense had no chance.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Towns is checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Simmons is checked in. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Outside Westbrook. Second shot opportunity, and Towns finishes inside.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
Yeah, and when you take a look at the stat sheet, they've got to do something to cut down on these second chance points. Box out and get to the defensive board.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Here's LeBron, and the rejection by Towns. And now the fast break. George with the ball. He doesn't hit that one. Now the West All-Stars the other way.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this. Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Harden for 3. They grab their own miss.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Well, I tell you what, offensive rebounding is really an important statistic. Maybe undervalued a bit, but those extra possessions really do help.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Teardrop shot, the putback, and it's Towns on the follow.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Irving passes to KD. Kicks to Simmons. Back to KD. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the East. And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
For 3, Westbrook. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. KD finds James. And then Durant with the jam.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. Just got to marvel at his greatness.
Harden inside the three-point line. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Now the East All-Stars with it, trailing by 4. Westbrook passes to Towns. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Outside, Towns. Leonard against George. Clock at 6. A 15-footer. Here's Towns. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Lobbed up there for Durant.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Westbrook. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Davis. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
KD can't get it to go. Towns against Simmons. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Towns. James against Towns. The drive by LeBron, and James throws it down.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
And here are the East All-Stars now. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Davis. And here's Westbrook. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Good. Nice job down low. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Durant with it. Picked up by Davis. James misses. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
Good on the shot.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
LeBron kicks to Durant. Simmons passes to Irving. Shoots the 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And the East All-Stars call time here. We've seen Kevin Durant really have a great game.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And here's the East. George passes to Harden, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Here's Westbrook. Outside, Davis. Top of the key. They get it again. Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
And he can't hit the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Leonard finds Simmons. Can't connect from 14 feet out. 3-on-3. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
To the middle, here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home, Kevin. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Leonard's gone 5 of 10 from the floor. Westbrook passes to Harden to take the lead. The West All-Stars pull it in. Simmons got his 6th rebound on the night. Now the pass to Irving. To the paint. Here's LeBron.
My goodness.
Man, I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
And the basket by Harden.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Simmons dishes to Durant. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Outside Leonard. It's stolen by Davis. George finds Westbrook. On the wing, Harden. Trying to get open is Davis. And Harden with the stuff.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
Curry's checked in for the West. Free throw drops for KD.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. Now here's Westbrook. Harden outside. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Irving kicks to Curry. Here's James. He can't get it to go. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Westbrook with it. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. They now take the lead.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
LeBron passes to Durant. Back to LeBron. Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the versatility of Durant, off the charts. Shoots, rebounds, defends. He's the total package.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
It's stolen by Davis. Now Westbrook. .50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Davis. It's rebounded by the West. To the inside.
Yes! And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Leonard dishes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. James kicks to Irving from deep three-point range. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They trail by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.